How are things? Waldrop, Bailey, Todd? People watching this after the fact? People yet to arrive? It's pretty hot again. Mike complains about the heat. Should be a bingo square. I have yet to do uh, the August. I don't know yet if I'm going to do the August bingo sheets. Um, all right, bye, Paul. He's on a live giveaway at one of your turning groups. He's probably going to win too. Jerk. Dr. Ping, hello. Oh, welcome back. Welcome to the show. How is everybody doing? I saw Todd's out doing yard work. Sorry, Mike, I like free stuff. Yeah, no, yeah. I don't blame you. You get the free 1216 lathe. That's the same group. Oh, okay. Go win something. Go win something you don't need so you can send it to me. If it's good, I'll even pay you the shipping. What's the draw for? Oh, he's gone probably. Yeah, you pay attention over there. Oh. Some people are good at winning stuff in draws. I was when I was like a teenager and a kid. I would win all kinds of things. I won a ski trip. We talked about that, right? With the cause of my back problems. It was a free ski trip that I won. I used to win all kinds of things. Like I was so lucky when I was like a kid and a teenager. Like I would be the person that would go into like the public pool locker room where you have to put the money in the thing, the lockers. And I would put money in it and open it up, and I would open the one that happened to have like somebody left money in it by accident. Like that, I was that kind of lucky. Giving away a record coronet lathe tonight. I don't know what that lathe is, but win it. Yeah, you win another lathe. If you win another lathe, Paul, you tell them that your address is in Campbell River, BC, Canada. Nah. Go on, win your things. I do need another lathe for classes and things, and we've been talking about what lathe I'm gonna get. I really want Lee Valley to get that Rikon back in stock so I can buy it for a decent price. A really good price, actually. I think it's probably a decent price down the street, but it's significantly cheaper at Lee Valley if they get it back in stock. Lajeunesse is here. Oh. How's everybody's week? In some ways, I had a really good week. I almost said I had a really good week, but that's not entirely accurate. In some ways, I had a really good week. My son gets great pricing on lathes too. Yeah, that's the problem though. It's the shipping. Tim Mallon got a free 50-foot Lufkin leader tape measure today. The guy by Tools Front. It's one of those round. Oh, with the wind up dealies. Yeah, Tim's all about like the old antique, like these tools have stories and stuff. I love that. If I could, I was gonna say if I could do it again, I would do like all old iron and like old school, heavy ass pre-war like I don't know that I would. I like a lot of the modern functionality and features on the tools that they make these days. But I love my 1888s. Those two at the top made over 130 years ago, and I love them to bits. I've got an old what are they, like egg beater style, like hand drill, someplace in here that I got that was just in a box at a garage sale, and I was like, I think that's cool. I'm probably never going to use it, but I want to have it because that's cool. I like old tools as much as I like new tools. Just we have come a ways in some regards. So some new tools are better than some old tools, and some old tools are better than some new tools. I have an old egg beater with old Irwin auger bits. I want to find it now. I'm never gonna find it live on the show. It's in a box or a drawer or something. But yeah, it's cool. It's like all gear driven, and I think it might even have like the little like you put it on your chest bit, like a bit and brace type style. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's one of those. No, because those ones are the bit and brace ones that you rest on your chest are more like a this kind of thing. This one's like a egg beatery. Anyway, we'll wait for Paul to win a lathe, and then we'll talk about what we're supposed to talk about tonight. Got another box coming from Paul. Speaking of Paul's son, thank you very much, Paul's son, for getting your employee discount at Rockler. That's a brace and bit, not bit and brace. Are you seriously gonna be that guy? I bought the Rockler carbide set with the rubberized handles on the ash instead of going with the Lee Valley. I think it's probably going to end up being about the same price, but they're cool looking, and why not? They look comfortable, and I do need an extra set of tools for classes that I'm doing. So I need another lathe for classes I'm doing too, but that's another question. We'll get that figured out eventually. For now, the next couple of classes I have are only 1 or 2 people at a time, so I can get by with one lathe. But if I ever have a 4-pack of people again, I do need a second lathe. So anyway, we went through all that. You've been here for that discussion. This week's discussion is you guys have to choose for me the order of operations for the next little while, because I cannot decide what to either dig back into as a project or start as a project. I'm feeling passionless. None of the projects that I currently have on the go are really spinning my emotional gears. I don't want to have them just lingering and hanging over my head, but I also need to get some passion back in my woodworking. I need to start feeling enthusiastic again about being out here and making things. And nothing I currently have on the go. I have 3, 4, 5 projects that are in various states of progress, but none of them are gonna like make me revved up to be out here and making those things. And I think I need that right now. Um, but I am going to let you guys decide, because then it's not my fault. Then it's not my fault. It's just I'm doing what the people want, and that might get me revved up. If I'm doing what the people want, that might be enough to like actually get me going enough through the thing to give me some energy to get things finished up, to be able to move on. Maybe not. Okay, Paul's got to go pay attention. I guess he has to be there to claim it within a couple of seconds or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works. We'll see Paul when he gets back. I'm gonna get a beer. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We know the projects though, right? Like my list of things that has been started but not finished. Tim already, I think, yeah, we finished the stool. It's back up on the table saw. It's back up on the table saw. Here. Stool is joinery, gluing up project, staining, finishing. Oh, I'm not going to stain anything, but yeah, finishing, adding upholstery. I'm not going to add upholstery. It's going to be a butt scoopy seat. Give you a few disciplines to work on. Yeah, and a new thing too, probably some power carving. And it's probably the closest to completion of the various things. It would probably take the least amount of time and effort to finish. It's a good option. But again, it's that whole like just finishing it to be finished it. And I really do need some energization, not a word, but you know what I mean? Like I need something I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, I want to go out to the shop and do that. And I do want to move away from the lathe for a little bit now that I'm doing classes. I mean, other than obviously Todd's pen, that's like a prepaid thing that I am stoked for him to get. Been pretty much lathe exclusive for a while now. I want to move back to the rest of my tools. I was wiping cobwebs off my jointer this afternoon. Like after work, I was like, I opened the door and the sun was coming in, and I saw like in the sunlight. I was like, oh, dude, you're not using that enough. The job won't energize you. Completing it will. It'll be a monkey off your back. Probably. But I also have 3 guitars that are additional monkeys. I have 3 in progress electric guitars that are monkeys. Hence the thumbnail. This guy. This one, I was making this one live on the show with you guys. Okay. This bolted maple top, purple heart, maple, Purple Heart fretboard guy that I think I've done all of the aspects of thus far live on the show. And then its sister guitar, the Purple Heart top, walnut, Purple Heart, maple. It's not as far along. This is the neck blank for it. But they're going to be two matching sisters. Not matching, because they'll be slightly different, obviously. But and then the walnut and rosewood sister guitar for my first ever and still only guitar, Dawn, that I have a 5-part video series on. The sister for that guitar is going to be an all walnut and rosewood and the neck is essentially ready to get a fretboard and a truss rod and everything in. Like, I'm a fair ways along in these things. This is gonna be a sexy beast of a guitar. Benel showed up. I even reminded him. Showed up 16 minutes in. I told him 4 hours ago. It's like, this is your I don't remember. Might have been 5. I was like, since you're never on time, this is your 5.5 hour reminder that there's a show tonight. Bill Krulick's here. Eric Habakabaka's here. It was 3.75. So I apologize. I think I gave you lots of notice, is what I'm saying. You guys have to decide for me tonight what I launch either back into or into, because I'm terrible at decision making and I need some re-energization into my shop time. So I'm going to blame it on you if I don't get that. Finish the stool. Stanifer says stool. I mean, we'll wait for all the options because there's a couple other ones. There's things that I haven't started yet that are also on the list of possibilities. I know I have 3 guitars that I've started and a shop stool that I've started. But there are 2 other things that I think I might be able to get more emotionally energized over. 3 other things that I might be able to get more emotionally energized over than all of these things that I've already started. Witzel's back. I'm not here long, just to say hi out at a campfire. Who's gonna take out the bots? We haven't had bots for a long time. Your job is kind of obsolete. You haven't been required. No, that was mean. That has bad connotation. And I guess if you're just on your phone and you can't really look up things and put links in the chat and stuff, like, you can take this week off if you want. If you're at a campfire on vacation. Batarang? No, that's not going to be one of them. It's not. It is a very geeky thing. One of the other things on the list is a very geeky, non-functional thing. With pay? Yes, he can have the week off with pay. I'm a really good employer. I treat my employees really well. You can have the week off with pay. I appreciate you popping in. This show might get demonetized anyway. His percentage of this show might be 0 anyway, because I might go get a guitar. Because I've been having fun jamming with my boys. in Buddy's garage. And I want to keep building up the calluses on my fingers again. You just had bench clearing ball between the Guardians and the White Sox. Coaches were fighting. You're talking baseball. Boo. Everybody can like what they like. Sting, no, that's even closer. You know, a 50% raise. I gave him a 50% raise like at the beginning of the year. Bill. It's like when the wife says, let's get something to eat, and then she won't say what she really wants. Yeah, well, except that I'm not going to say no. Whatever you guys decide as a group is what I will do. I might not be happy about it, but like, I honestly don't really have a preference. I need some direction. I need you guys to give me some direction. If it's unanimous that I need to finish the stool, I'll finish the stool. I'll be pissy about it, but I'll finish the stool. The other, let's do the other three options. So we've got option one is the two new sister guitars with the Purple Heart maple and the walnut, etc., etc. The sister for Dawn, the all walnut and rosewood semi hollow body sister for Dawn. The shop stool, which so far sounds like is probably going to win. Some kind of cabinet. Option 4 is some kind of cabinet. I really quite like making cabinets, like wall hanging cabinets, or it'll probably be a wall hang, and it'll probably be a small, relatively simple thing. But I do like making dovetailed cornered cabinet, solid wood cabinet with a railing style door and a drawer in it. I enjoy quite a lot making those. So that's option number 4. Todd saying nerd project. Nerd project is coming up. Option 5 are my Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff marking knives that I've been talking about doing for a while. I'm stoked to make those. They will also be some financial revenue, a little bit of financial revenue, which is always, let's face it, it's always energizing to be making some money off what you're doing. And I've decided that I am going to make the Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff limited edition run of marking knives out of this block of purple and green stabilized box elder burl from my friend Paul Waldrop. Eric's on marking knives. I will be doing a limited run of 10 marking knives, and they will be absolutely gorgeous. So that's option number 5. Option number 6 is the geeky one. It is a replica Master Sword and Hylian shield from Legends of Zelda. Probably out of walnut and cherry, because I think that would be a rad project to make a Master Sword Hylian shield combo for a wall hanger out of fancy hardwoods. Paul says no geeky one. It's fine. You can vote however you want. I don't think that one will probably win. but it would probably it would be probably the one of the whole batch that I would be having the most fun. Like, I think it would be the one that I would be like the most stoked to be going back out to the shop to work on. Um, the marking knives I would be stoked to get working on because they are a financial benefit, and also it would be something that it would be out into the world and people would be getting use out of. I don't really have right now. I don't really want to make another shop cabinet because the reno is coming up, and I don't want to plan another cabinet before I have a plan for the whole reno. But like, I do like making cabinets. I would be stoked to be out here making cabinets. There are more of you watching than there are thumbs up. Boo. Bad friending. The shop stool is the longest running. It's the one that's been hovering over my head for the longest amount of time. So there would be a level of enthusiasm for that fulfillment. And again, it's also the one that's probably closest to completion, that would be the fastest to be able to wrap up. The best project in there, but like the technical best project, as well as the most attractive, as well as the most functional, would be the walnut and rosewood guitar. Its name is going to be Dusk. It is the Dawn. Dawn was the first one. This is the sister of Dawn in all black hardware with black walnut and rosewood, and so it is going to be named Dusk. Let's get the neck out again. Walnut and rosewood. This is the one that I'm most excited about having done. When it's done, this is the one I'm going to like the most out of all of these options. Which one has the best chance of becoming a video? They're all going to become videos. There is a 0% chance that any of them won't be a video. This year? Oh, well, that's a different question. That's a completely different. Which one has the best chance of becoming a video this year? Honestly, probably marking knives. Honestly, the marking knives would probably only take me to make 10 of them out of that block. I think if I got right down to it and I put in full days, I think I could probably do it in 3 days, and the video could be out a week later. The shop stool is, yeah, no, I lied when I said that no, I didn't, because I said the shop stool is the one that's closest to completion out of the ones that have been started. Todd votes marking knives. Okay, I'm going to take votes in a little bit when I can actually keep track and put marks beside them. Because everybody voting, and then they'll vote differently later, and I won't be able to keep track. We'll do a vote in a bit. I'll go through it. We'll call for a vote. I'll go through the options, and I'll record what people say. Nobody's going to pick the Master Sword. It's okay. I'll get to it eventually. I will get my Master Sword Hylian Shield combo up on the wall at some point. still more people watching than thumbs. Wouldn't it be called hangers? Oh, wait. Kapla, hold on. Build a box to hold different planes. Larry Stone, build a box to hold different planes. Well, it depends. If it's a box or a wall unit, you can hang planes. You could put them in boxes. You could put them on a till, a plane till. That's what this cabinet initially was going to be, a plane till. It turned into a saw cabinet, but initially I had thought that this was going to be a fancy thing full of vertical plane storage. But then I had these like this, and I was like, I actually kind of like them out and on the wall and on, like, yeah, as a backdrop and easily grabbable. It was a pun. You call a box building for planes a hangar. Oh. Isn't it a hangar? Isn't it AR? Isn't a building for a plane a hangar with an A? Is it HANGAR? I don't have my computer out here, so I can't actually look things up right now. It had to go back in the house so that I could have my bench back, so that I could get re-energized to have my shop in functioning order and get making again. Taking cobwebs off my tools, it bothered me. It was like, you are not woodworking enough. This should be a hanger. See? So your joke didn't work. Because you fucked it up. I was thinking about selling restored hand planes. I'd call the business the airport. That's decent. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. Ape hangers on the motorcycle. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Kapla. I hope you feel really bad about screwing up your joke. Oh, I thought about calling the show off this week. I really did. Because I was like, I've been in not a great emotional place for the last little while. But this helps me. This show helps me, and like, so when I feel like I should maybe just take a week off because I'm not in a great emotional place or whatever, like this is like taking Tylenol PM to like get yourself a good night's sleep because you need it. Changed my mind though. I figured the business wouldn't take off. Ayo. Ayo. See? Oh, that was decent. It was okay. Like a 6 out of 10. That's good. Love that you guys come back for this nonsense. It's not nonsense. If I was watching this, I would come back to it. This is a fun time. I have to fix a couple issues with my inlaid bowl and plate with resin finish, and then I'll post them to my Google Drive. Okay. Eric, get the thumbs up. Yay, look at that. We're almost there. We're almost there. There's a few more of you now than there were before, but the thumbs are getting closer to the number of people watching. Sounds like some of you want a Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff marking knife. I think that might be rivaling the shop stool in terms of when we actually get to voting. I think it might actually be between those two. Maybe I'll just give you the two options because it feels like those two are absolutely leading the way. The guitars don't take up that much room, in the house, like stored away for whenever I get back to them. So it feels like nobody's in a big hurry for me to finish these guitars. Maybe I'll just give you the two options. Yes, please, Eric says. Okay. When the vote comes down, I mean, they'll all happen eventually. Single bevel or dual bevel. It'll be a double bevel. It's essentially the knife, the steel of the knife blank is essentially, it's a paring knife. It's a kitchen implement, but I think it's perfect for a marking knife. If I do a couple little divots out of the steel for where your fingers, this is not it, but like if I just do a couple little these in there for comfort into the handle of the marking knife, I'd go get one. If I can find it, I'll go get one. I think I saw one the other day. I think I went looking for them a couple weeks ago when somebody asked, and I couldn't find them, but I think I saw one since then. So hold on. Ow! Just poked myself with it. They're these guys. So it's essentially, it's a 2-inch paring knife, like that. And I'm gonna get a little scoop out of here and a little scoop out of there, so that they sit. They've got a little bit of a divot for this finger and this finger for marking. They mark fantastic. Like, I've tested just like this. They're really, really good marking knives. And they're nice and compact. I'm going to make the scales out of this beauty. I think I'll probably cut it this way so that this is the face. And then I'll laser my logo on, probably on the back end like that. Tony Lopez. He's got a paragraph here. My vote would be whatever project that would take you the longest to either complete from start to finish, or from where you're at with it right now. Just want to see some build videos. Yeah, I know. Everybody wants build videos. That's the thing. You guys want build videos. The general public does not want build videos. We've talked about this before, about this content creation thing, right? You take 5 months to build a guitar, and it's awesome, and it's a great video series. Or I can open a vacuum cleaner and thousands of people watch it. Are you going to put some gimping on them? Well, considering I don't know what that means, my guess would be no. So I'm going to go with no. The blank would make a nice, we talked about that. As a blank for a pizza cutter or a bottle opener. But it's too nice to just, like, I want to make it go as far as I can because of how nice it is. And I think knife scales, I think I can get all 10 of my limited run Limited edition, hand signed. Maybe I'll hand sign them. No, I won't hand sign them. You'll get a certificate of authenticity card with each one. I think I can get all 10 knife scales. Well, 20 actually knife scales out of that. Go that way. Zick. Go that way. One, two, and then I'll book match. I won't book match them. Well, kind of book match. They'll be sequenced, so each scale will be the one from before, so that they'll match individually on each knife. Like, I'm not fucking around. These are going to be beauties. Meant to type jimping. Well, I still don't know what that is. That actually didn't improve my knowledge of what you're talking about. Maybe I should make a video of emptying my dust collector when it needs it. Yeah, dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, my best performing Instagram post ever was a video of me scooping up shavings from behind my leg and putting them in a garbage can. It was just literally like a stationary camera, and I was just scooping up lathe shavings and putting them in a garbage bag from behind my lathe. And the caption was like, "Sometimes you gotta clean up," or something. Picked up some 10-quarter hackberry slab. 8 foot by 1 foot today for $60. 10-quarter hackberry, 8 feet long by 1 foot wide. Damn. That sounds awesome. Imping is the process of cutting small notches or filings into the back of a knife blade or on the unsharpened area between the knife blade and the hilt of the knife. Well, then I guess I am kind of imping. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to make a couple of little recesses into here so that where your finger sits down in as a marking knife. Because when I grab a marking knife, I want to sit right there with that finger, and this finger, it sits on there, so I want a little divot right there too. So there'll be a couple of little zip, zip. So if that's imping, I don't know. I don't know. You ever see the box, the Harbor Freight jimping? Sorry. I think you're just making this up anyway, Eric. I think you're just trying to get me to say shit. Ever see the box the Harbor Freight dust collector comes in? Nope. We don't have Harbor Freight up here, so no. Mine's almost full from shavings from your lathe. Well, it means you're getting work done. That's cool. I need a beer. Here. That's kind of jimping. All right. Well, I'm going to kind of jimp the knives. They will be somewhat jimped. All right. Well, let's get the vote out of the way. Feels like everybody's here who wants to have a vote in this. I'm just going to we'll just go with the two. There's two options because it feels like nobody gives a shit about the guitars or the Master Sword. So, or the cabinet. I don't think cabinet is the right answer because I don't have a specific need or purpose for it. I just really like making cabinets. So, limited edition Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff marking knives for sale. or finish that damn shop stool, you idiot. Habakabaka. Marking knives. I'm gonna go knives and stool. I'm gonna go Habakabaka. Lopez says stool. Waldrop says knives. Kapla says knives. Are you guys buying these as well, or are you just? I know Eric wants one. BJ says knives. Oh, it's coming up. Todd says 2. I don't remember what order I said them in. You can't say both. This is the next thing that I do. Like this week, I am going to either launch back into the stool or set to work on the marking knives. Goblet or chalice is not an option. Lajeunesse, I'm going to need an actual vote because I don't remember what the second thing I said was. I make my own knives, but maybe. I know exactly. You'll probably buy one to support your friend. Lajeunesse says knives. Oh, it looks like it's pretty clear cut. Kapla says, did you already vote? Tim says knives, even though he originally said stool. Yeah, okay. Kyla is here just in time for the vote to go to. I mean, it's not really even much of a vote. Everybody wants me to make the marking knives. Larry says marking. Yeah, okay. All right. It's pretty clear cut. How much are they going to be? They'll probably be. I would say $40 plus shipping. I don't know that for a fact because actually they're limited edition, like certificate of authenticity things. I should make them like $200 each because like this is a collector's item. You can hang it on your wall and get a little plaque under it. No, I think they'll be reasonable. I don't know how much work it's going to be to put the little divots in the steel. Once I find out how much effort it is to actually put the little divots in the steel, I'll have a better idea about because I pay myself per hour. I bill per hour. If it takes longer than I think it will to cool it down, cool it down on the sander, they might be $50. I could see them being $50. But they're going to be really, really nice. And you're supporting your good friend, Mike. And yeah, you get a hand-signed and branded veneer business card with your limited edition 2 of 10 hand-signed thing. You have an oscillating drum sander. The divots shouldn't take that long. I do. That's what I'm going to try to do them on. Well, I have an oscillating belt / spindle sander. Watch the heat so the metal doesn't discolor. That's the idea. I talked to my metallurgy friend. He does blacksmithing down at the next town over. He made me this guy. He knows what he's doing. And I talked to him and I told him the type of steel and can I do this on my oscillating belt sander? And he said the same thing. He's like, yeah, it should be okay. Just make sure you got a pot of water nearby to just dip it in and keep it cool while you're doing it. So he thinks that it shouldn't be that big a deal. But whether it's difficult or not isn't the question. It's like does it take me an hour per knife to just sand these little divots into it? Because if it does, the price just went up. But I think, and I hope you'll agree, Paul, I think that's a pretty good use of this block of wood. Because I'd been wondering, since I got that, I'd been wondering, how am I going to make the best use of that? And I think 10-pack of limited edition run marking knives is a pretty good use of that block of wood. Used to do some blacksmithing in my younger years, lived on a farm. I want to go down to his shop, and he told me I can come down anytime and smack a hammer on some metal. And I probably will take advantage of that at some point. Yes, it is. I'm happy that you approve, because that's quite a special piece of wood. Did I see? I did. Bennett's here. Look out. You catch a plane and do that here? No, I can't. I can't, because the airlines, for some reason, don't accept payment in, wow, that's beautiful work. Like, I have so many of those collected over the years, and nobody will accept them as currency. It's weird. Like, go to all these markets, and I get so many people that say, wow, that's beautiful work, and I can't spend it anywhere. It sucks. All right, marking knives this week. And then I guess it was pretty clear cut. The thing after that is shop stool, I guess. And then we'll get back to guitars. And in finishing the shop stool, I am going to be slicing sapele veneers off the seat wood. The wood for the seat is getting sapele veneers cut off of it to hopefully make an acoustic guitar out of that. New video next Saturday. Probably not next Saturday, but maybe the one after, depending on how quickly and smoothly the actual making of the knives goes. I might be able to process a video by the week after that. I'm still making the shop stool. Yeah, Kyla, are you still making my shirt? And my caricature that you're supposed to be designing for stickers and stuff. You mentioned the shirt's made. Sure it is. Yeah, but no, my shop stool's done too. You mentioned my love of old hand tools. It sent you an email where your tool chest loaded with tools. Oh, it's probably awesome. It's probably awesome. Plans for a side bender and other guitar build stuff if you're interested. Sure, yeah. You can send me plans for jigs and fixtures and things to make an acoustic guitar. I was just going to get a piece of pipe and with a light bulb in it. And I mean, I've seen it done. How hard can it be? You know, one of those kind of things. You've seen it on video chat, you just don't remember. Yeah. Sometimes by the time that happens, I am well on my way. We're deep in his cups, as they say. If you design a three-legged seat and make a miniature of it to show people, would that be a stool sample? Yes, it would. I've made it the posting is a Scott problem or a Mike needs to place an order problem. It's both of those things. It's, you know, we've I remember part of that conversation. I owe Scott $70 for a set of coasters. Um, he owes me something. You owe me a shirt, and I want to buy a bunch of liquid wax. So it's, yeah. But I might need to sell all of my marking knives to get the money to buy the liquid wax to get the shipping for the shirt and then pay him the money for the coasters. Something wrong with the shop lights? It looks darker. Yes. Well, I mean, fluorescent lights go out. I'm down to one and a. No. Okay. There's the shop lights. They look, to you guys, they look fun. But those each hold 2 T8s, and that one's out. So that only has, I'm on half, and this one is like sort of dim. So out of the 4, I'm down to like 2.5. Plus the bulbs. Replace them with LED lights. It's funny you say that, because I have. Were you not here for the renovation discussion? I'm replacing these 4 T8s with 64 linear feet of LED arena lights. I'm going from 16 feet to 64 feet of lighting in here. They're right over there in the box. Right there. That box has 6 8-foot LEDs in it. It's gonna be great. And then I also won't have this. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, you can tell the difference. You got the daylight, and then the like 3K or whatever bulbs. I don't like the color difference. Leaving Monday with hidden tracking notice. Yeah. Todd ordered some custom high-speed crayon last week. It's awesome. Just such good stuff. I have 48 feet of LED overhead in your 12 by 25 space. Yeah, I am about 12 by 25 as well. Give or take. So you've 48 feet. I'm going to have 64 feet. I am very much looking forward to having the painted white-ish, and my feet keep slipping off this piece of wood. Yeah. Fresh coat of paint, new lights up. Probably looking at September, if then. There's just time. Time keeps moving forward at a consistent rate. Damn it. It's never enough time in the world. But yeah. Is that even the right math? 6 8-footers? No, I'm at 48. Not a math guy. That sounds right. 48 feet of T8 equivalent LEDs. I apologize for bragging that I had so much more than you, because I don't. I might keep one of these fluorescent banks to put over the lathe, though. Okay, I sent them to you. I might have accidentally dropped Matthias bandsaw plan in with them. Sweet. So now I can make one of those. That'll be good. You know what I should do? I should take that plan and I should build like a scaled down one, like a little benchtop Matthias wooden bandsaw. I should do a video of doing it and then title it like Matthias's bandsaw is garbage. Or it's just something do like clickbaity type thing because he's got millions of people that watch him and he's got fanatics and whatever. But I built Matthias's garbage bandsaw, and the picture will be me like doing this, and it'll be like over my shoulder. Boo! And I'll outline it my head in red and whatever, do like a stupid clickbaity thumbnail. And then it'll just be a project video of me making it. And then at the end, I'll be like, no, this is better than it should be. I hate them, though. Thanks for watching. No, it'll just be like, don't do this. It is not worth the effort that you're putting into doing this. Go buy a proper bandsaw. And also, he sucks. Bye. Marking knives this week. Okay. That's good. I like that. That'll probably get me going. I can probably enjoy making marking knives out of this block, especially knowing that I have some sales already, probably, hypothetically, from some of you. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to go any second. Look at that. Look at what is going to be made into these marking knives. That's redonk. Those are going to be some sick marking knives. Just trying to get like a drop and then just. Alcohol spray works better. You know what else works better, Tyler? Keeping your nose out of other people's business. Yeah, all the rest of that is over there. I could do just right here. I don't have to get up and go get something. Those marking knives are going to contain Mike's DNA. It's like when Sheldon Cooper got a napkin that Leonard Nimoy wiped his mouth on. I don't think it will. Maybe this first one might have a little bit from the beer that touched my lips and whatever. Like, but no, by the time I sand it and whatever, nah, I don't think there's even going to be a trace. If you want, I can put some like skin cells in between the scale and the knife itself on the inside. Or, I mean, chances are good that when I'm doing it, I bleed a little bit at some point. There might be some blood involved. It's not an unreasonable expectation. You know, Mike or Leonard Nimoy, right? Like, who's cooler? Is there even really like? I mean, Leonard Nimoy wasn't even on my list of people I would want to like my when we did was it last week or the week before when it was like people from science fiction shows that you would if you could pick three to have dinner with. He wouldn't even be on the like he wasn't even on my list. I was on my list. Nimoy sang the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. Yeah, well, sure he did, but fluorescent lighting causes a strobe effect. Yeah, yep, it can do that. Eric's got a good point. Fluorescent lighting can strobe. It hypothetically, it could strobe at the rate that your tool is spinning and create a dangerous situation. Since you're warm blooded and Nimoy is cold in the grave, he would be cooler. Depending on where he's buried. No, that's not even true. Even if he was in Texas or Arizona right now, he would still be cooler than me. It's a good point. Physics, yes. Where did that blank come from? It's pretty. This blank was produced by my friend Paul Waldrop. It is a box elder burl stabilized with purple and green. I think purple and green. I've had it for over a year, wondering what to do with it to make it best use of it. And I finally figured it out. And it, you too could be part. You could have part of this blank in your house, or in your shop. I think they're going to be good. I hope they're going to be good. I'm not going to sell them if they're not. Like if I make them and they're not good, I'm not going to sell them. Like same way that I did with the dice boxes. I thought it was a good idea. I fucked it up. I'll sell them if people really, really want them, but I'm not going to like market them. Paul, do you sell blanks? Yes, he absolutely does. I mean, I'll let him answer, but Eric, I know you make your own. I have some of yours as well. I'll get to them all eventually. Yes, Paul sells blanks to supplement his guitar habit. I have lots of stabilized Paul Waldrop blanks. Most of my keychains are stabilized Paul Waldrop blanks. This isn't. It's not the same thing. This isn't a stabilized anything. But this like Paul just like when he's sending me a box, he's just like, here, have this chunk of something. This is like a piece of mesquite that I got to figure out something to do with. Just sitting there waiting for me to do something. Yeah, that one is sharp. You're right. Yeah, that is a sharp one. He sent me a couple of those. The Thuya burl thing that he sent was sharp too. The spalted hackberry blank that I made half of into a bottle stopper live on the show one night. That was an attractive, sexy blank as well. I don't remember who it was with the giant block of Bubinga. Was it Tim or Todd? I think it was Tim or Todd with the giant 16 by 16 block of Bubinga. Have we gotten anywhere with that? Have we taken a hand plane to it to try and establish that I'm correct? I need an update on this piece of wood. That was a fun show. Yeah, Tim, yes, you have the giant block. Have you given it a shaving to see what lies underneath? Way too hot to work in the shop. Even with air conditioning, it stays in the mid to upper 80s. I think right now I'm probably, I don't know what 34 is for you guys. But that's about where I'm at right now. I haven't done anything with it yet. So many other things going on. Sadly, it's currently like your footstool. That's a rad footstool. Why is that sad? That's the coolest footstool in the world, probably. I mean, it's sad that you haven't done anything with it, but like, don't say like, oh, sadly, I only have this really awesome piece of Bubinga as my footstool. Like, you just look at things the other way. Be more glass half full. You have the nicest footstool. Got 800 pounds of spalted hackberry in your kiln at the moment. Nice. Did you finish the list? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Do I have a list to finish? I'm scrolling back. What list are you asking who if they finished? Because if it's the list of like what project should I do next? Well, the list from last week, the best guitar player of all time. No, I started a spreadsheet, and I asked my friend Chris Pinnell if he could please math the spreadsheet so that these columns would all average together into a total score. And he did not do that, and then I didn't finish adding all of the scores. So I have started the spreadsheet. I have about 10 that I've scored in various categories. I have about another 20 that I haven't scored in those categories. Once I plug all the numbers in and Pinnell makes it do the math to average out, what I'd love for him to do, he's not here anymore. What I'd love for him to do would be to like have these 3 columns create column 4 as an average and then shuffle them into order so that the biggest number in column 4 goes to the top. I've got about 30 names. I've got about 10 of them scored, but we haven't developed the synchronicity. We need a top 20 list for Mike's to do. God, if there was only 20. Back soon. Off to make money. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, you're taking bottles back. Nice. I have to do that one of these days too. I have, as you guys could probably imagine, I have a lot of cans that I do not take back frequently enough for recycling for the deposit. I got you. We'll probably still be here. We're hanging out. I had about 75% power on my phone when I actually started the show. So we're good for a bit. Let me check. I'm at 53. We're okay. We're okay for a bit. All right. Marking knives. Then shop stool. Then guitars. Then like the New Sisters or the Black Walnut and Rosewood. Am I making Dusk to to go with Dawn, or I'm making the new pair after the shop stool. Because well, you might as well just keep working down the list. Sword. Todd says the next thing should be the Master Sword. He's probably right. We plan to use some of our downed oak to smoke and barbecue. Hey, sweet. Yeah, why not? There's lots of Australian wood to dispose of. Yarn, beefwood, mulga, and gidgee. See, like, the rest of us think that you're just fucking with us, man. Like, mulga? Beefwood? Like, what? Who would name a tree beefwood? Like, like salmon gum? Like, I think that a lot of the time you guys are naming things just to mess with the rest of the world. I'm sure you are. Utes. Like, didgeridoo. Well, I'm pretty sure that's like an Aboriginal translation, but it probably is what the Aborigines called their instrument that they played for millennia. But like, come on, beefwood. So yeah, you go out into the woods and I'm just gonna name this tree like pissed on it. Now this is the pissed on it tree. Like I don't understand. Like Joel, I almost accidentally called you the name that's on the screen. Just finished a 64 home work week. Don't know what that means. 64 home work week. But welcome back to the show. I appreciate you stopping in. We've had some good discussions. Beefwood, aka ugly stick. Is it not attractive? $64. Okay. Use your words. Type them out properly, and then I don't get messed up. It's less likely that I get messed up. Beefwood. See, that's the thing. Is the Australians, they make up these names for these woods, and you can't tell if they're just messing with you or not. Purple gum. Is that for real, or are you just beefwood? Is that what it's actually called, or are you just trying to make me say that? You know. Oh, it looks exactly like duck feathers. So why don't they call it duckwood? Why would they call it beefwood if it looks like duck feathers? Right? Doesn't even make any sense. Like the one that they sent, don't remember what it was called. Spotted something. And I was like, it doesn't have spots. Why would you call it that? But I guess the tree itself has spots or something. It's like, yeah. Don't believe me, look at it. Okay. I want to believe all of you when you say things. But let's be honest. I cannot trust you. Because we've developed a relationship where we just kind of mess with each other. And it's like, that's just, I can never tell whether or not I can believe any of you assholes about anything. And you can't believe that anything I say because you don't know whether it's sponsored, paid for content by one of my many advertisers. Does he actually like Veritas tools? Or is he getting paid to say that? Right? You don't know. Before a tropical hardwood tree with close grained red timber. The red spots resembling beef. See, like that's the thing. I want to believe you. And there's a lot of places in the world that name things in a way that you're just like, nah. It does sound pretty. A little bit like leopard wood, maybe. A little bit like, well, like thuya that I've seen. Look, they're reddish with spots. Mari is apparently like a relatively attractive Australian wood as well. I have no way of knowing. I've never been. I probably will never go because airlines want money to travel with them. I have places I could stay for free when I get down there. Can't get there. This episode sponsored by KTEL Records. This episode is sponsored by patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. The people who help me out over there sponsor all of these shows. They, like, honestly, they pay me more than YouTube does every month to keep doing what I'm doing. If you want to be part of the Cool Kids Club, you can go over there and help me out as well. One of them won a big time prize that I haven't told him about yet by playing bingo over the last couple of months. I have to contact him and talk about which of the options he is going to select. Because I've decided I'm going to give him a couple of options. Intentional Gains sends me some money for beer. All right. That's beer money. I will absolutely happily accept beer money. It's not air flight to Australia money, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Could you imagine? I was complaining about how I'll never be able to afford to travel to Australia to see my friends, and then somebody sends me like airfare to Australia money. Like, damn. All expenses paid trip to your local Wawa. I don't know what a Wawa is. Is that a slang term for something down in the States? No, Todd is going to have a choice between something from my shop. I'm going to talk to him about it eventually. He's going to have a choice between some credit at Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff, something from my shop that I could send to him, or a gift certificate for something that he could choose his own adventure at a shop and have it sent to him. Wawa is a convenience store chain in the southeastern part of the United States. Well, then I guess you're not that far off. Still want to send you some mahogany, but I got to figure out the shipping and handling. Love to have some mahogany. 800 species of gum trees. Hold on. Is the gum tree all the eucalypti? I'm going to pronounce it that way from now on. The eucalyptus tree is an an umbrella of various gum trees? Is eucalyptus the genus species? Kingdom, phylum, genus. I did this before too. Species, genus, species. Actually, while I was based out of Pennsylvania, has also recently come to the Southeast. Yeah. Okay. It's convenience. It's like our Circle K, like corner store with the knockoff Slurpee machines. Beep. Kind of disappointed Paul didn't win any late tonight. Didn't realize they came from Pennsylvania. I love that there's these conversations that happen in the chat about like the people that know these other areas and stuff. Wow, it was awesome though. It's like really great. Like Circle K isn't bad either. No, it really is. I mean, if it's anything like ours, it's like 7-Eleven. It's like Circle K is like, here we go. Circle K is to 7-Eleven as GoBots were to Transformers. That's an exaggeration. Circle K is closer to 7-Eleven than GoBots were to Transformers, but it's kind of a similar idea. Like Circle K is like 7-Eleven light. 7-Eleven caffeine free 7-Eleven. I don't know. And honestly, these days it's really not. Like it might as well be a coin flip. Honestly, Circle K has upped its game in terms of like, it's still a garbage convenience store at the corner. Like, it's still shit. Put it towards your new lathe. Put what towards the new lathe? Your bingo prize? Todd, Jesus. I can't even give away my fans are so great, they won't even let me give them prizes when they win them. Why run the fun contests and things for people to win stuff if they don't even accept the prizes? He tried to give it to Paul. Paul said, no, you keep it. And he said, no, Mike, you just keep it. Like, you guys are awesome. It's because you wanted to give me a calendar. I want to give everybody calendars. I just don't want to pay for them to get to you. I guess Circle K is awesome when you've never been to one before and suddenly you go into one and think, wow, they sell hot dogs on the roller thing. Do you guys at 7-Elevens not do that? Because our 7-Elevens have like full-on chicken stations and stuff. Like they got a built-in motherfucking KFC in there. What happened to the Laguna? Nothing happened to the Laguna. It's right over there. I need another lathe because I've started teaching classes. So I need 2. If I'm going to do 4 people in a class, 3 people can't be sitting around. So I need another lathe. And I would like it to be lighter, but still robust enough to not be shit. So I'm looking at the Rikon 70-105, I think is the line item, is the number on it. It's essentially the 10-inch swing 18-inch version that Rikon just came out with 4 or 5 months ago, I think. And that's the one that I want. But the people who sell it for $500 don't have it in stock, and the place that does have it in stock sells it for $750. And I kind of just want to wait for the $500 stock people to have it back in stock. Because I could do like my intro to bowl turning on that as well, because we're only going to do like 7-inch bowls on my intro to bowl turning class. I absolutely need 2 for that. And that one would work perfectly for that as well. I need to get it in the next month and a half ish. I just want an industrial grade Wiki CNC from Germany. Well, you just keep on, you know. I've yet to experience the joy of turning. This show is probably going to move away a little bit from turning over the next little while. I know you came way late. So the next little while on this channel is going to be going back to somewhat flat work. I'm not going to be spinning quite as much. I will still spin once in a while, but I need to get geared back up and enthusiastic about being here in the shop. And I've kind of been on the lathe almost exclusively for like, what, 3, 4, 5 months? I have the Rikon 12x16 variable speed. So that's the $1,000 guy. I'm looking at the $500 guy. How much do you have to spend to get that Windsor shirt? This is a free Windsor shirt. This episode sponsored by my buddy Mike Bennett, works at Windsor Mill Sales. And so this is a Windsor Mill Sales shirt. It's not a Windsor Plywood shirt, even though it has the same umbrella company. 7150 VSR. That's the one. That's the one that I was going back and forth between when I bought the Laguna. I was looking at the Rikon, and the Laguna was about the same price, but it had the outboard turning capacity. So I went with that. I turn about once a month to break up the monotony of the other stuff I do. And that's what I've become almost the opposite of that. It's like I make something not on the lathe every once in a while to break up the monotony of the lathe. And so now I need to shimmy back that pendulum a little bit. Get back to the guitars, shop stool, marking knives, cabinets, you know. There he is. There's Mike Bennett. Still need to buy a planer, but got a baby on the way, so now the winds of priority have shifted. Well, yeah, with that attitude. I mean, the baby's gonna come no matter how much you spend on a planer. So I don't really see how that. I I mean, if the money is already spent on the planer, then the baby doesn't get it, right? Just saying. Congratulations, by the way. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Windsor Mail Sales with locations in all of those places. Go there for all of your frame nailing needs. Don't see any U.S. locations? Well, I'm not going to take my shirt off and see if there are any. Bennett, does Windsor Mill Sales have any? Is it Canada only? I don't even know what your company actually does in terms of its reach. I'd rock that shirt. Mikey B, Tyler wants a Windsor Mill Sales shirt. Don't give him one. He gives you no free advertising whatsoever. You need the planer so you can afford the baby. It's not inaccurate. You can make you can make money way quicker in woodworking if you have a planer. If you're looking for woodworking to make you money, the investment in a planer is probably one of the first ones you want to make. It sounds counterintuitive, but I started making woodworking money way faster when I got a planer. We are the only Windsor Mill Sales. What? Really? You're literally the only Windsor Mill Sales? I thought it was like a separate branch of the umbrella company. I thought there was like Windsor Plywood and Windsor Mill Sales, like as two separate entities under the same umbrella. The planer can be the baby's inheritance. It's a good point. I mean, these are investments in your baby's future. I mean, really, like RESPs and like, you know, mutual funds and stuff, really, they go up and down. Tools. We are the only extra branch. That's ridiculous. Why is there no Windsor Mill Sales in like Williams Lake? What, like, fucking idiots. Idiots, all of them. Can't do without my planer. Don't use it a lot, but yeah. By the end of the night, we're talking Joel into spending his kids' diaper money on a planer. His yet to exist child is gonna have no diapers for the first 3 months because he bought a planer. Depends on the useful economic life of the tool. Good tools, yeah. No, absolutely. Don't buy cheap, shitty garbage like Harvey. I mean, buy a good planer. I almost kept a straight, almost kept a straight face for long enough for it to. Rest of them are finishing stores. Bigger ones carry all the stuff we have, minus the sawmill on site. Yeah, I guess is that the difference? Is that you're the only Windsor site that has a mill? sorry, kiddo, you have to wait. Daddy needs to take care of baby planer first. No, this is not the correct way of looking at it. You can have all the diapers you want because I bought this planer that allows me to make wooden things more efficiently, to sell them for more money. I can put more money into your education fund for later if the world makes it that far. By the time you want to go to college, if colleges still exist, we can maybe afford it because of the money I invested now in a planer. DeWalt 735X with Sheelix cutter head. Boom! There it is. That's, I mean, sure, that's the one. Or Grizzly 15. What's a Grizzly 15 with a helix? I think we had this talk one night not that long ago too, about the DeWalt 735 with a Helix versus the helical that already comes into the Grizzly 15. Buy planer, make more money with it, invest money in day trading, become billionaire. Boom. Okay. Sure. Yeah. It's let's just say this is correct instead of getting into it. Then I can take care of baby and still give Mike beer money. Hey! And like if you do it properly, you can give me fly to Australia money. Have to call it a night. See you next one. Later, Kapla. Thank you again for coming, my friend. Oh, maybe you weren't here when I was complaining about how much it costs to fly to Australia. I want to go see my friends in Australia. Never gonna happen. Probably because I didn't invest in a good enough planer when my child was born. It's probably why. Like if I really scroll back through the timeline, if I would have started working with wood 16 years ago, and then before my kid was born, bought a planer and got better at it, and started making more money, started investing in, it's a good point. I probably would have enough money to go to Australia now. It's a good point. Start a YouTube channel. That's another really good option. You probably should start a YouTube channel and put a lot of time and effort into that. Because it is lucrative. I can't even tell you how much. Well, I think I have actually told you guys how much money I make. I think we even looked at like the actual money. They let you in with, yep. I think so. We're Commonwealth. I don't know that I would have to have. Maybe not. I don't know. Clear the best way to make money was Beanie Babies. Missed that boat. Yeah. I should have probably also kept all of the hockey cards that I had when I was a child, and the Magic the Gathering cards when I was playing those in high school 20 whatever years ago. Probably should have kept those in decent condition. Yeah. God, forget I have to resort to prostitution again. We all have to do what we got to do to make our way through the world, Transformers, my Star Wars, my original like Star Wars guys that I played in the bathtub with when I was like 4. So we're talking like 1983. I got the whole case full of Star Wars action figures with playing with them in the tub. Those motherfuckers are probably like $3,000 a piece now if you could find them. And I got them all rusted in their joints and stuff by playing with them in the tub when I was 3. There was probably $40,000 worth of Star Wars guys that I wrecked as a small child in a tub. I have a line on the Star Wars figure for a good price. Yeah, once in a while I'll see them at a garage sale and I'll be like, but are they? Like the original 1981, 1980 Star Wars guys that I can make thousands of dollars from? Probably not. Mom's got them for sale in her shop. Really? I might go get the guitar. I have to keep building up the calluses for Monday nights at Seth's place. You won't make much, but you can get a dozen of them for about $1,500. So she wants more than $100 each for them. Oh, okay. What's your mom's shop? She's the Bears Den? Something? Down in your town. It used to be off by the fairgrounds. And I think it moved recently. Tyler? I'm just answering. Beard, that's the one. Bear's Treasure Cove. Beard, yeah. I am absolutely not going to play some ABBA. I have a set list that I need to be practicing. I don't need to, but I would like to keep practicing it so we can move forward progressively. Tomorrow, bench and batching letters. None of those are sentences. Tomorrow, bench and batching letters. None of those are sentences. Come on. Dishwalla on the set list. Question mark. Yes, actually. I am very close to taking it off the set list because I do not think I can sing it. It's in the wrong key for my vocal capacity. Okay, I'll go get the guitar. We'll talk about the set list that we're working on as a band. They don't like it when I call it a band, so that's why I do this. Someone just got a notification. No, my alarm went off. Apparently I had an alarm set for this time. It's probably like my after work nap from earlier this week. Because sometimes I get off work and it's just like, and I have to set an alarm in order to not just like wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and then be fucked for the next day. So if I feel like I'm about to fall asleep, I'll set an alarm for like 8 o'clock or 7:30 or something to like not let me sleep until 2 and then mess up the rest of my week. I go get a guitar and a binder with some lyrics. We can hang out. Whoever wants to hang out can hang out. Give me a few minutes to go get it. I gotta dig it out from some stuff. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Because why not? I'm gonna have you staring at the ceiling. Because why not get at least a couple minutes of charging while I'm inside? Freebird! Not on the list. Tyler, did we talk about Dishwalla? How do you know that Dishwalla is on that list? Okay. So like that. There we go. It is charging. We're down all the way down at 42%. But it is charging. Okay, I'm going to let you charge for a few minutes. I'm going to go get a guitar and a binder of set list and lyrics. I'll be back. That's such a terrible shot to stare at, though. Sorry about that, guys. But why not get some charge? Okay, so as thrilling as that probably was for you guys, get that cricket. Is there a cricket? He shut up when I came back in. Is there a cricket out here? Oh, also we should fix this. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. The longest serving thing in my life. The thing I have had longer than anything else. I gotta starbond that guy back on. Knock the corner off my headstock. So having too much fun in the garage with my friends. It's in that bag someplace. I'll Starbond that back on after the show tonight. Is it gonna be in tune after sitting in the bag? All right. Who's still here? Anybody still here? Darkness, impersonate me. What's it, Metallica? Nope. Not enough frets on this guitar. That's a good point. I should probably give it to somebody who can add a bunch of frets. If only I knew someone who could put frets in between all these other frets. Tripod's about to collapse. All right, so the set list. Who would do that? I know, just idiots. Just fucking sit flat on my back. Damn it. Keep playing Fade to Black and I'll stay. I thought you were already gone. Life it seems will fade away, drifting farther every day. You're gonna just be disappointed. You're not gonna stay. You're gonna be like, damn, get me out of here. Talking all within myself. Nothing matters, no one else. See? I can't get them all. Boo. Queen? No. Yeah, do a fingernail. This is not the best idea after however many beers I've had. Come on. Come on. Like Ovation guitars. This was the first guitar I ever bought new from a music store. Is the longest serving member of my family, I guess we will call it. It's the thing that has been with me for the longest amount of time. It's actually increased in value. I see these selling for $600 or $700 these days. Not with a big chunk of its headstock missing, but I have it in the case. I'll just Starbond that shit back on there. It's not going anywhere. This is gonna stay with me forever. Now I just want to be able to play Fade to Black. Do we need a new beer? Actually, let's do this. Even though it's not Even though it's not bingo card, Mike tries a new beer. This one's from down Tyler Peterson's way. I've never heard of Ace Brewing, but apparently it is down in Courtney, BC. New brewery, maybe, that I have not heard of down in Courtney. This is the Kitty Hawk Honey Cream Ale. Sounds like something I could dig. Pretty good. It's pretty good. That is a glue it now, play it with the tape, or clamp it on. I don't even know where in my case the extra chip off the guitar is, man. I'd have to dig through all of that. We've already had to stare at the ceiling for like 5 minutes. We're not going to want to watch me look through the case of the guitar case, to find the chip off my guitar to glue it back on. Are we? Is that what you guys want to watch right now? Yeah, don't want to watch me not play a song. Don't want to watch me play a song either. Jet fuel is one of their populars. Okay, they sell jet fuel here, but they call it Bacardi. That's a good beer. I could drink that Kitty Hawk Honey Cream Ale from Ace Brewing Company in Courtney. I could do that. Do they have a place down there? Like, do they have a tasting room and a place you can sit and maybe order some food and drink their beer that they brew in-house? Fif 150 Mansfield Drive. Huh. Maybe I'll go when you get back from Bella Coola. We'll go sit and have a beer at the Ace Brewing on Mansfield. After we go not buy Star Wars figures at Bear's Treasure Cove. Next live show from Ace Brewing. This episode's sponsored by Ace Brewing Company. No, Peterson would have to drive me home. Maybe I go down with Mikey B. Me and Mikey B go down to Ace Brewing and meet up with Tyler Peterson. We'll talk about woodworking and RC trucks and a new brewery, and they can bring us free beer because they think that this is a popular show and they're getting a bunch of advertising. We just not let them look at the numbers. This is sounding like a decent idea. I don't know what I want to play. I should be playing things from this list so that I can be working on them. I need to get rid of this one too. I need some nail clippers out in the shop. I need some shop nail clippers is what I need. Anybody got a recommendation on a good set of shop nail clippers? It's a tool. We talk about tools on this show. Does Rockler have a good set of nail clippers? Because if I'm going to play guitar again, I need to keep these things trimmed so they don't get caught on the other strings and stuff. Get all the lonely people place in the church where the wedding has been. Isn't a dream waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. You all come from all the lonely people. You they all belong. Writing the words to the sermon no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the nights when there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walked from the grave. No one was saved. All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do all belong? They all belong. They all belong. They all belong. They all belong. Veritas nail clippers. That's good. You let me know if Veritas has nail clippers. They'll probably send them to me for free because I'm a big time influencer. Right? Is anybody still here? Nope. Yeah, it is. It's a good cover. Yeah, I mean, I try to take songs that I like, but I would like better if they had a different kind of energy to them. I appreciate that, Chris. I trust your taste in music as well, because you have good taste in music. I want to do stuff that the band wants to be working on, but I want to feel it while I'm playing it. So I'm not convinced. Nobody else is here. Tim's here. Thanks for hanging out, Tim. Well, there's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and bringing me out dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and tell me out and all of your shit, bear. See how high every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and bringing me out the dark. Scars of your love that keep me right, that keep me feeling pain. Almost had it all. This is not gonna work. Not right now. There is something here though. Could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. I got my heart inside your hair, and we played it through the deep. There's something here. Same kind of thing. It's just find a different energy for it, you know? There's something there. Song needs a violin and a banjo. I would agree. That would be rad. A violin and a banjo and a chunky power chord thing. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, it's bringing me out the finally. Yep. Eleanor Rigby was better. Yeah, well, you know what else? Aren't you supposed to be enjoying your vacation with your friend on the side of a lake? Thought you left. Oh, life, it's bigger. You are not me. Lengths that I would go to. The sun's in your eyes. Oh, no, said too much. Set it up. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. Drawing a key of you. And I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, said too much. Said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. Thought that I heard you sing. Well, I think I thought I saw you try. Yeah, but just fucking chords lining up with the words. Every whisper, every waking hour. I'm choosing my confession. Drawing a key, eye on you, like I heard lost, blinded fool. Oh no, said too much. Said it all. Consider this. Consider this into the century. Consider this slip brought me to my knees. Pale, what if all these fantasies come failing around? Now I've said too much. Thought that I heard you laughing. Thought that I heard you sing. trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much, haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing, thought that I heard you sing. Well, I think I thought I saw you try. That was just a dream. Try, cry, try, cry. That was just a dream, just a dream. Bling, 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 bling. That needs a mandolin. It's a mandolin at the end. That's what it needs. I'm in bed now. Yeah, okay, sorry. Maybe you were already excused for the night, my friend. You didn't have to be here for any of this. Oh, and in bed actually means in the tent with the rest of your family on your friend's deck. So maybe, I hope you got your earphones in, because this is going to be annoying for the rest of those people. That's not on the list. There's a bunch of originals on the list. Yeah, I'm just going. Damn, REM too. Yeah. It's a list of things that we maybe could do, but maybe not, and we'll just cross them off if not, and add new things if so. Earbuds in for sure. It wouldn't, yeah. Wife wouldn't, well, wife. Close no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you, pray for something new, open wide for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it always. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Give me the pick. I never cared for what they do. I never cared for what they know. I know. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it all way. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. seek and I find in you. Well, every day for something new, open wide for a different view, and nothing else matters. I never care for what they I never care for what they know. I never care for what they do. I'll never care for what they know. I know. Just I seek and I find in you. Well, every day for something new, open wide for a different view, and nothing else matters. You're almost all the way through that song, and like relatively accurately. It's pretty close, all things considered. All right, we should probably wrap it up. I did have some fun playing on the guitar. I had fun hanging out with you guys. Is there like random requests? If is anybody still here that doesn't hate this, or like left it on by accident while they fell asleep and turned the volume off? Dishwalla. Fuck off. Really? It's in here. It just, I can't sing it. I have to figure out a way. I have to figure out a way that I can hit that. Tell me how. Yeah, I can't get there. I can't get there. It's also capo, and the capo's all the way over there. We're all here except for those who left. Okay, well, that's... I mean, hey, thanks for sticking around. Close out with some hip.
All right.
Yeah, I can do that. I don't. Which... Old hip, new hip? No, not new hip. Old hip or newer hip? Mid hip, I like that. You get a new beer. This is good. I enjoy this. We should go hang out at Ace Brewing Company on Mansfield Drive. As long as somebody can give me a ride home, because if that's indicative of the kind of beer they make, get a beer. We'll play some hip. We'll call it a night. Mid hip. This wouldn't really be considered mid hip though. Mid hip would be like. fingers aren't quite ready for that. I don't have the calluses built back up yet. That almost sounded like Matchbox 20 there for a second. It's also a really good song. If you've ever heard this guy play this song on piano, just all by himself, it's way better than when they recorded it. It's a way better song than we all thought it was when we heard it the first time. I want to do that one too. Bennett, I want to do this one too, but I want to rejig this one. Talking to you, it might as well be my fault. She only sleeps when it's raining. She screams, and her voice screams. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. She says, baby, it's all gonna end, it might as well be my fault. Add it to the list. Bennett, take notes. I want to do 3 a.m. I want to find a new cool way to do that. I wish I had lyrics right now because I feel like I could just tear this song up right now. It's a really, really emotionally filled song that's really well written, and we didn't appreciate enough when it came out. Damn. Missed opportunity. If Pinnell wasn't on vacation, he could put lyrics in the chat room for me. But no. He's in a tent on a deck on the side of a lake. I'm not gonna. Oh, there he goes. God. I gave you the day off, my friend. Let's see. I might only need like a couple of key points. Maybe my friend Bennett could give me some key points along the way. This is cold outside. She has no raincoat. She's always worried about things like that. It's all gonna end. Might as well be my fault. And her voice changed. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m. and I must be lonely. She says, baby, sun's gonna wash away, and I believe it. This is a thing we can do. Mike, put it on the list. I don't have that kind of power. It's just make sure that it gets added to the set list for a thing that we can do, because that is a thing that we should absolutely try to do. Get distracted. Doesn't matter. Let's end with that. Like, no, let's not end with that. Let's end with... there's the list. Oh, that's where that came from. Song down in Paris of the prairies, wheat grains and treasures buried. All you hear, rustling breeze out, pushing around where the main trees are. Zippo lighter seals the killer's fate. Maybe it's someone standing in that killer's place. 20 years for nothing, well, that's nothing new besides. No one's interested in something you didn't do. We kings and pretty things. Nation whispers we always knew he'd go free. Yet you can't be fond of living in the past. 'Cause if you are, then there's no way that you're gonna last. We kings and pretty things. That's what tomorrow brings. Everyone who knows that song is going to ignore the fact that I completely skipped the second verse. And we're going to move on from there. Because sometimes I go to a verse that is not the next verse when I'm not reading off of a sheet. That's it for tonight. Minor details. Exactly. Right? Like, so I missed a whole verse of a song. Whoopity-doo. Very much, yeah. Dreamy dreams in the high school. So let's just do it right now. There's a dream he dreams in the high high school's dead and stuck. It's a museum and we're all locked up after dark. The walls are lined, all yellow gray and sinister. Hung with pictures of our parents' prime ministers. We eat kings and pretty things. Let's just see what tomorrow brings. There we go. We'll just cut that one out, move it over, put it into the middle of that other song. It was a relatively good version of that song, I thought, minus the missing verse that we can just. Pinnell. Tomorrow, you just crop that out, move it over, put it in. I got a song. Tyler's back. Got a song to send you. You may or might not know. I think you'd like it. I really want to learn the song by your fellow countryman, blacksmith guy. Scott sent it to me. He's like, you should hear this. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. I want to have written that song. Sam Towns. Really, really talented Australian musician. And also blacksmith. He does these types of things, but he just hangs out and plays guitar, and he's way better than me. But he's written some really good songs, and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have written that. That's really good. He sings a lot about mental health difficulties, and as do I have some songs that touch on the same kind of things. So I feel like we're kind of a kindred type spirit. It's not Men at Work, but hold on. That was one of the tunes that I used to play in front of a liquor store when I was destitute and living on the streets. With the man down under, with women blow and the men chunder. I don't even know what chundering means, but I was like, the women blow and the men chunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better take cover. If I had my computer here still, I could probably play that right now. And you gave me a Vegemite sandwich. You think Australians are disappointed when they watch the Barbie movie and there's no barbecue? I think Australians are disappointed when they watch any movie and Paul Hogan isn't in it. Like, where's our guy? Right? Like, you're like, who is this fucking for? Who's this for? It's obviously not for us. Oh. bunch of criminals. Oh, I love that you guys come and hang out for this nonsense. No matter what happens, like, you're still around. Like, there's enough of you around to keep me going. Like, it's, if there were only two of you and it was just Mike Bennett, I would just be like, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But like, a bunch of you are still here hanging out. I love that. Pinnell's asleep. He's like, nothing else matters was enough. Actually, he listened to the Charge of the Amp too. What else is on here that I can do? I can't. I don't think I can do that right now. I can't do anything with a chunder means puking. Okay. When the women blow and the men chunder, you're just like guys just walking around puking all over the place. Is that a thing? Like Australian guys just like and then keep going with their life? Just walking around chundering all over the place? Is that like a thing? Alcohol induced? Yeah, well, I would assume so. Maybe I'll have to go into some kind of analysis of the song lyrics of that, because like maybe there's a story progression. Maybe guys like getting drunk after a heartbreak or whatever. We have one of those. Our Chesterfield Royal has one of those. About the guy who like goes to the liquor store and has a couple too many drinks, and because he's reeling in pain. Where beer does flow and the men chunder. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. You sent me a song on Messenger. I'll get it after the show then, I guess. Because I turn off my notifications during the show. Because this song doesn't work that well with just me, though. Don't fucking duh me, okay? Really does need Seth for a lead line for that. This song needs some work, but there are good things happening. Anyway, we tonight, that is for the end. Can't even get my sentences straight at this point. Thank you all for coming. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. This coming week, I am going to be making marking knives out of this beautiful block of stabilized box elder burl. They will be for sale, limited edition, and we'll go from there. I want to get back into geared up energy for the shop, which I'm hoping to do this coming week. Thank you so much for coming all the time. Bye for now.